Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. So today's video is from divorce lawyer Lena. Said high achieving women plus underperforming sons. She didn't even say husband, sons. Okay, this is pointing towards mother-in-laws. I'm not the only one thinking this, but let's take a listen to her and hear what she's got to say.
If a man's mother tells you you'd be good for him, that is not a compliment. That is a job offer. As a
Ooh.
divorce lawyer, I have seen how many marriages start exactly like that. There is a quiet epidemic happening in dating. Mothers trying to pair their underperforming sons with high achieving women. They say it with the sweetest tone. Oh, he's still finding himself. He just needs the right woman. You would be so good for him. Translation, my son is a project and we are hoping you will volunteer as a project manager. I hear this story constantly. A man with potential but no direction. A man with dreams but no discipline. A man who is figuring things out at an age where people are already paying mortgages. And somehow the solution everyone lands on is not that he needs to grow up. The solution is that he needs a woman to fix him. I always laugh when I hear that line. You'd be good for him. Like, of course I would. I have a job, I pay my bills, I show up on time, I'm emotionally stable. I would also be good for a startup company that has no funding, no structure, and no plan. That does not mean I want to invest. Families do this all the time. They look at the responsible girl and think she will stabilize the chaotic boy. It is the same logic that some teachers use in school. They sit the focused student next to the child throwing pencils across the room and say, maybe she will help him behave. And shockingly, it never works. What happens instead is that the woman becomes the manager of his life. She organizes his schedule, stabilizes his finances, manages his emotions, and slowly becomes responsible for outcomes that were never hers to begin with. Meanwhile, he gets the credit for growing while she carries the labor of that growth. I see the ending of these stories in my office. The woman is exhausted, the man is confused about why she's frustrated, and the mother is shocked that the relationship did not magically transform him into a responsible adult. Here's the truth. A partner is not a rehabilitation center. If a
As I'm listening to her, like a lot is going on in my head. It's actually quite heartbreaking. But I won't lie. As I'm listening, I was just trying to think, like in our day-to-day reality. I used to think that this was an African thing, like just peculiar to my country. We see it happen every time. We see even family members. You see a vagabond, like a I'm talking literal vagabond, a man that I don't even know the word to use, but you guys get the point. Like, if left alone, this one, he's driving himself into ruins. You hear the family say, "Oh, it's high time get a good wife, a good woman, a good man will tame him, get him married. Why don't you get a wife for him?" This one, he's not the one getting a wife for himself. People, the family members are not the one that will marry for him. Yeah, and mind you, this often comes from women. That's the part that I really don't understand. Women are saying, "Oh, I'm a girl's girl," this, but if deep down, women, we've done our fellow women more harm than good, than even what the men are doing to the women. And I'm not even kidding you, because why is that? It's usually the mothers are always the one coming up with this suggestion, or mostly the women around. You hear them; they're always the one pursuing these projects. So, like I said, this is it's two coins. There are also some men that when they come in contact with a good or high achieving woman, as this woman put it sort of wakes them up. You see a man like that, when they are woken, that woman can even take the backbone and they won't complain, and they will shower her with all kind of love. There are men that it happens. So that's what I'm saying. There are two sides to this. I've seen it happen. Some men, it turns out that it's actually a good thing for them. I've seen someone, not like they lack direction, they have direction, but things have not been working well for them. When they not pair up with a woman, when they get married, it's as if that sense of responsibility motivates them to go out there and work like they've never worked before. You see a man like that, he can give his life for his family. So that's what I'm saying. I'm divided. So as a woman, what should be the posture? Should you reject the ones coming from entirely from the mothers or from the family members? Those family members are the ones doing everything. They pay, for us in Africa, they're the ones paying your bride price. They're the one paying for the whole marriage. The man has not done anything. What do you say to that? Or even for those in America, the family are the ones offsetting the bills. Even when you get married, you are the one making all the decisions. It seems as if you're the one wearing the pants. What do you say to that, ladies? 271 comment. Let's see. I don't care that I would be good for him. Will he be good for me? Okay, okay. I think this is the question. I think this is the paramount question we should be asking. I know I'm good for you. I know I'm good for this man. But is this man good for me? I think this should even apply to every marriage or relationship. Not just the fact, don't look at it from the angle that I'm good for this person. Is that person also good for you? I think that's the angle that we should also always look at it from. So this makes a lot of sense. Somebody said, I'm not married, but can you be my divorce lawyer? It's how we say things carelessly, thinking that we are cruising. But something like this, that means you've already made up your mind that whenever you get married, you're going to divorce. That kind of mindset, I don't think people like this should ever get married. Just stay on your lane. Stay on your lane. Do you get? Unless you meet somebody like you, find a man like that is like you, so that you will marry yourself. Do you get? This somebody said, "Yo, my mother-in-law deputized me." Huh? Deputized. What does that mean? Let me see the response. People responded to this. Let me see. Hold on. My ex-mother-in-law tried to recruit me for both her sons. Uh-uh. Uh-uh. Two sons. I was 19. 19 years old. See, women are bigger praise than men. Just that we are not ready for that conversation. We are not ready for that conversation. I was 19 and she called me up to tell me how to look after her younger son, 3 years older than I am at the time. After she kicked him out, she assumed I would be looking after him because my husband told her he could stay with us for a bit. Oh, okay, now I get. That's serious. So, and in 2026, you don't have to have a man, live with a man, marry a man, or have kids. It was your choice. Hmm. Somebody said, a partner is also not a project. Love your videos. Yeah, a partner is not a project. So I think this one goes for both gender. Women that treat marriage like it's a project. I've seen women that literally look to marriage to like as their rescue plan from poverty. I know we know that. So yeah. So when he said, "Oh ma'am, I'm not a finishing school." Okay, so when I said, I wish I knew you 30 years ago. I love your channel. I am definitely sharing this with my grown adult daughters. You see what this woman just said? This is why a lot of women are choosing to deviate from the norm. People saying, "Oh, why are ladies not like the way our mothers used to be?" Because our mothers have told us not to be like them. But of course, the mothers often talk to the daughters, but they don't talk to the sons. But there are sons that saw what went down or what is going down, so they know. They know. You see those sons that the ones saying it. Oh, they know why women are not becoming like their mothers. Yeah. But yeah, guys, let me know your thoughts in the comment section. Don't forget to like and subscribe. Take care of yourself. Bye.